Hello, Ford, Hyundai, Genesis, Kia team. We are going to go through this month's Over the Top Awards and a few other announcements. So I'm going to get right to it because we have over 30 nominations. So hats off to you guys. A lot of really good things happening when you're getting this many nominations in a month. So we'll get right to it. Tony Phillips in used car. She had a handful of customers on here. There's 3 different ones. I'm going to read one of them. They all are very, very similar. We had a great first time experience with McGrath Ford. Our sales professional, Tony Phillips, made the process extremely easy. We live out of town and she took the time to update us daily and helped get the truck we wanted. I would highly recommend her. So good job, Tony. Next up is Drew Oberfrank, down in used car as well, nominated by customer Jonathan Janish. After searching the internet for months trying to find the right car, I finally found a potential McGrath Auto. I got in touch with Drew Oberfrank. He's an amazing person to work with when buying a vehicle. I decided this was the car I wanted, and we talked while waiting for the financial people to finish up the paperwork. Andrew was an absolute pleasure to talk to, anything from coffee to the stock market. These are the type of people we need in sales, real people, honest and helpful. I would recommend Andrew to anyone looking for a new car. Wow, that's impressive. Great job, Drew. Next up is Billy Howie in our commercial team, nominated by Iowa Foundation Repair. Great service and great price. I live south of Des Moines and I didn't even go to the dealership. My salesman, Billy Howie, delivered it to my driveway. Unbelievable. I would recommend to anyone. That is awesome. Way to go over the top. BC in our Ford Hyundai new car department, nominated by Brian. I just wanted to drop a line to say that Brian at the Hiawatha store really helped me out. He put together some cars for me to look at, and in the long run, didn't get the credit for my sale because my significant other had a prior relationship with used car Chevy Land staff. I was unaware of how this would go down, so Brian was told this after following me down to the store. He was poised and did a nice job with me, even though he did not get the sale, he maybe should have. He excused himself and went back to the store in Hiawatha. I just feel like he deserves some credit or a pat on the back for getting the sale. I would not have bought a car without his help. I purchased a 2017 Kia Sportage at Chevy Land. Great job, BC. That is an awesome example of great teamwork, not putting the customer in the middle of a situation, and obviously he recognized that. So appreciate that just as much as obviously getting a car deal. So great job to BC on that. Chris George, new car sales director up at Ford Hyundai, had a couple people here as well. And so we'll just read one of them. This is my second experience with the McGrath location, and I would normally not write a review, but praise is due to 3 men who changed my mind and gave me a great experience at McGrath. Dalton, sales, helping me get exactly what I wanted and working within my price. Spike, explaining finance to me in detail so I didn't feel like I was tricked. And Chris, for taking care of a minor repair. Thank you all, Lisa Casey. So hats off to all 3 of those guys, and great job, Chris. Dalton Timmons, he had that same review from Lisa, and he had another one on here as well. He was nominated by Howard Miller. Dalton and Mason did a great job. It was a pleasure working with them. I will recommend them to other people who want to buy a car or truck. So great job, Dalton. Eric Sullivan, he was nominated by customer Elijah Miller. I definitely recommend working with Eric Sullivan over at the Ford, Hyundai, and Kia lot. He made the process super smooth and made sure all of my questions were answered in a timely manner. Great, great job, Eric. This is the F&I team, and nominated by Alana. Thanks to the entire F&I team from processing credit card payment for accounts receivables when there was no service cashier. So way to help out another department, F&I, and help speed that up. So good work to those guys. Jacob Weber, sorry about that. He has a handful as well. A lot of really good notes. I'm going to read one of them here. Working with the team at McGrath was a pleasure compared to other dealerships that play games with your time. We knew the vehicle we wanted and they had it ready for us upon our arrival. Jacob handled the sale expeditiously, not wasting our time with a lot of back and forth. Everyone was very friendly and the atmosphere was very pleasant. Would highly recommend. So way to go, Jacob. Great job, along with the other comments you had as well. Jeff Nistel, our Kia sales manager, was nominated by Julie DeForest Barber. Best experience I've ever had purchasing a car, and I have been here before, very pleasant and respectful. I truly believe they worked with me to the best of their ability, and I enjoyed the experience. So again, great, great job. John Ecker, used car department, from Heather N. Stayed late to help get me a truck. Thanks so much, John. Good job, John. Mason Schultz, nominated again by Howard Miller, the one that I had read about Dalton, so highly recommends and appreciated Mason's help on that. Good job, Mason. Morgan Eulenhop in Kia Sales was nominated by Deb Wilberg. We just purchased a new Palisade from Morgan at McGrath Hyundai. We were very impressed with Morgan's knowledge of the vehicle and his ability to explain all of the features to us. He is so nice and friendly, and we already recommended him to all of our friends. So great job. Morgan is a Hyundai product knowledge guru. So if you have any questions about Hyundais, he is your guy. Next up is Quincy Niles in the used car team, nominated by Randy Doyle. He had sent a message in saying, please get this message to the McGrath management team. I completed my second purchase of a vehicle from McGrath yesterday. My first was at Dodge Country in Cedar Rapids, salesman John, and today at Hyundai, salesman Quincy. It's obvious to me that the atmosphere within your sales team is focused on what's good for the entire team. I contacted John about wanting to get a vehicle for my wife. She was leaning towards the Hyundai we had purchased. We kind of felt bad about not working with John on this since he has remained in contact with us for several months about purchasing a Jeep for my wife. When I contacted him and told him we were leaning towards the Hyundai, he didn't hesitate and said he would have someone contact me soon. 5 minutes later, Quincy contacted us. Quincy was aware that I had previously worked in the car sales industry and wanted a hassle-free experience. Needless to say, our experience was excellent. What I want to ensure is that the leadership team understands that your sales staff works as a team and what's good for the company. I'm sure you're aware of this, but I wanted to reiterate it. They both deserve a bird dog. Please pass on to each of them and their managers our appreciation for their professionalism and down-to-earth conversations. We don't like fake people. We'll be back next time, and we'll send folks your way as often as we can. So great job to Quincy. Great teamwork with John over at Dodge. You know, obviously what goes around comes around, right? And so way to work together. Again, not putting the customer in the middle of it, but making it smooth and streamlined for them no matter which store they go to. So great job. Ray LeMay, Kia as well. Best experience I've ever had purchasing a car, and I have been here before. Very pleasant and respectful. I truly believe they work with me to the best of their ability, and I enjoyed the experience. So great job, Ray. Spike Edwards by Lisa Casey. So this was that same comment with Dalton and Chris about how she had an amazing experience and appreciated Spike for explaining the finance to her in detail so she did not feel like she was tricked. So great job to Spike for taking care of Lisa. Todd Kipsgard, who is in Ford Hyundai sales, nominated by Chad. What a great dealership to work with. They went the extra mile to find the car my wife wanted. Thanks, Todd, for a great experience. Good job, Todd. And then last but not least, on the sales side is Wes Geiser, nominated by Sarah Luke. Wes went above and beyond getting me into my vehicle. I had a laundry list of features I wanted with my next SUV, and he made sure that we checked off every single one of them. I never felt rushed or like I was putting him out, even when I looked at one car he drove up for me to test drive, and I just said no and shook my head. He made the whole buying process so much less stressful, and dare I even say it, fun. He is a great asset to your dealership. So great job, Wes. Moving into our service crew. So we have one here for Adam DuBois, Kia Service, and he was nominated by customer Brittany DeBeer. First time at this dealership for repairs on my Veloster, and Adam was absolutely amazing. He was courteous and he was professional. Never did anything without my permission first. Even got me a new key for my car at half the price that C&S wanted in Waterloo. We'll be coming back here for future repair needs. It was worth the 1 hour drive for service. So great job, Adam. Brett Merck, Ford Service Advisor, was nominated by two different people. By a customer, friendly and proactive, available to offer advice about repairs, scheduled service work in a timely manner, and also nominated by Jim and F&I, treated my 2010 Nissan like a 2020 F-150 Platinum. Great service, communication, and speed. Great job. Jeff Jakes, Ford Technician. He has a whole long one right here, nominated by a customer who was extremely impressed with him. Doug Alamang, and this is a long one, but a really good one. So I am a longtime McGrath customer, clear back to the Pontiac days, but I have also owned numerous Ford products as well. After sale and service at Zimmerman was sketchy at best. Here's some unsolicited feedback. 1, Ford service improved immediately when McGrath took over the Ford dealership, or relocating to the Hiawatha facility really kicked things up a notch. In terms of every aspect of service, you guys are 1,000 times better than Zimmerman was, and the Hiawatha facility is a major upgrade. 2, you have started using a phenomenal tool that hugely inspires customer confidence. The tech working on my car sent me a video, capital letters, of the inspection of my car. Wow. Both the visual and the technician provided dialogue about what he's seeing and finding were wonderful. What a great and creative addition to the service package. Even though I love, I'm sorry, 3. Even though I love my 2016 Z06, I have a couple of Mustangs that I also love, and I've used the local Ford dealership both before and after the McGrath acquisition for both routine service and the installation of many aftermarket upgrades. If you don't already know it, you guys have a technician on your team who is absolutely fantastic. His name is Jeff Jakes. His work is so excellent that I actually request him by name and schedule around his availability whenever I need service work done. Wow. 4. Lastly, I'm impressed that McGrath actually has one is key here who's in charge of total overall service from McGrath Empire, and one clearly named person who's in charge of total overall service for McGrath Ford, Jeff and Jamie. Many dealers I have dealt with don't have one person in charge. Both have been great to work with, and I really appreciate being able to contact them if I do need anything. I think McGrath may have broken the code here. Well done, Doug Alamang. So great job to Jeff. This is impressive. That he's calling you out by name on here, asking specifically for you. The video and doing that walk around obviously made a huge impact on him as well to take the time to write this whole big thing. So really good job, Jeff. Appreciate everything you're doing. And then we have Jesse Wolf. He was also nominated by Jim and F&I, the same one that he had nominated Brett for. Treated my 2010 Nissan like a 2020 F-150 Platinum. Great service, communication, and speed. Good job, Jesse. And then last one is to the whole service team. We have 2 of them on here. Nominated by Shelly Gillick was the first one. Great service, prompt, great communication during and after the appointment, and the waiting area for customers was very clean and comfortable. We'll definitely continue to come here for service in the future. And another one by Jonathan Lawrence. Great service and nice people. So awesome job to everybody in service. So, one thing to just touch on before I do the difference maker for the month is parts. If you could get some nominations in, because I know you guys are doing some really awesome stuff, and also the office. I know that you guys have done a ton of things above and beyond, over the top. A special shout out to month end and getting through that. I know we sold probably 60 cars in the last handful of days, and getting all that processed and everything completed on time is no small task. So again, I know there's a ton of extraordinary things going on. So please make sure to nominate your fellow teammates and employees in all departments, because I know that we want to make sure everybody's getting recognized for a job well done. So moving on to this month's difference maker, it goes out to Everett Brown. He's in Westdale Sales. He was nominated by Holly Pascani. This was her comments. Anyone who is looking for a car, please go here. Specifically asked for Everett. He's the most kind-hearted, determined, driven salesperson I've ever met. Everett not only took his time with my husband and I, he also bought us lunch due to me being pregnant, and we were there pretty much all day. Who can say their salesman ever did that? We got there at 9:30 a.m. Everett met us outside, and we left with our new 2015 Kia Optima by 4 p.m. We cannot thank Everett enough for all of his hard work, honesty, and even his enthusiasm. We really felt comfortable and almost like at home. Thank you to the finance department as well for working their magic so we could get a car. Definitely go above and beyond. And then we have another nomination for him as well that she had put on another site. Everett Brown's very polite, respectful, and such a hard worker. I'm pregnant and he understood I needed to eat, so he bought me lunch. He went above and beyond. He's funny and he helped us with everything. So great job to Everett. It's no wonder that you lead the company in sales when you take care of your customers like that. That's hats off. That's outstanding. So great job to Everett. If you see him, make sure to tell him good job. This month's Rockstar Parker goes to Adam in Kia Service. So Adam, you will have that spot for the next month. So good job to Adam. Must have nominated somebody, because that's how you get drawn out for Rockstar Parking, is you nominate somebody for an over the top, your name goes in a hat, and then we'll draw for the Rockstar Parker for that month. Anniversaries, just wanted to run through those real quick. We have a good amount here. So we'll start with Morgan Uhlenhop. He is in Kia Sales, and he had just had his 1-year anniversary this month. Deborah Borum, our receptionist, has been here 2 years now. Dalton Timmons, new car sales in Ford Hyundai, and he has been here 2 years. Devin Farrington, he is on the parts counter for the Ford Parts Department, and he has been here 3 years. Elliot Vogel, technician down here in Kia, has been here 3 years. Ben Cannon, assistant controller in the office, has been here 4 years already. And then we have Preston Valdez, Kia service manager. He's been here 6 years. Spencer Jonas, service technician down here in Kia. He has been here 8 years. And then John Vasquez this month, he is our Ford Commercial Fleet Sales Manager, has been here 16 years. So congrats to all of you guys. Appreciate everything, and happy anniversary. Last but not least, just wanted a couple quick announcements. Actually, just really mainly one. Trevor Arnold is the new General Sales Manager here on this campus. So he started last week, was his first week up here. A little bit about Trevor, if you don't know him or have not met Trevor, he started with us in sales out at Westdale, sold vehicles, and then came here to Hiawatha to do our subprime department. So he managed our subprime department, did a great job there, ended up moving into Kia as a new car sales manager, took that department to a different level and did a great job there. So he ran that for about a year and a half, moved into our Volkswagen when we took the Volkswagen franchise over here in 2015, moved into that, and then he ended up moving up to Dubuque, and for the last 5 years has been the general manager up in Dubuque at our Volkswagen Hyundai dealership. So did a great job up there, and he wanted to end up getting back here into town, so moved back to Cedar Rapids with his wife and 2 little boys, and we have now have him here, and we're lucky to have him here on the Hiawatha campus as our general sales manager. So if you see Trevor, make sure to say hi, and he'll be with us handling anything sales related that you might need. So other than that, again, I know we've talked a lot about how awesome May was. We're already full on into June and moving, but again, thank you so much for May. Thank you so much for your hard work. It's so much fun to be around this team right now. Everybody's just winning. We're just winning, and we've got a winning attitude, and I can't thank you enough for that, because we could have gone one or two ways when everything happened with COVID, and in turn, everybody just turned the right way and said, let's go get this. And so May was awesome, and June's already off to a fast start. Everybody's tracking right where our goal is, and it's early. So cannot wait to see what we can all do in June again, and just keep setting records and making things happen and taking great care of customers. So thank you again for everything you do. I really, really appreciate it. Let's have some fun.